and this is Archive of 12, and today we have a new FabvL song. This is the first of two parts, from what I can tell. I believe FabvL is doing both Shigaraki and All for One, I think. I believe that's the order that's doing. It's Shigaraki and then All for One. This is the Shigaraki rap, Nothing, featuring NemRaps. Now, it's been a little bit since FabvL has featured NemRaps on any of his tracks. In fact, the last time I think that happened where FabvL featured NemRaps was like 3 or 4 years ago. I could be mistaken about that, but like that's the last time I remember any song that FabvL has released that is, you know, has NemRaps credited to it, aside from like ciphers and stuff like that. So this has been a collaboration like a long time in the making. So I'm excited to see exactly what they've decided to go with here. The link will be in the description below if you want to watch this without my commentary, because we'll be pausing it and we'll be talking about it. And without further ado, let's get started. I've been seeing this blow up on Twitter, so I'm expecting something real insane. Okay, you start out with the gentle, calm, almost lullaby-like piano going on, and then you just kick in with the heavy metal. How is FabvL this damn good? Just, I want to make sure I'm crediting people properly. Jupe did the video as usual. Mix master engineer FabvL, written by FabvL and NemRaps, vocal performance by FabvL and NemRaps, produced by Lee Albrecht. Okay, so Lee Albrecht is the one that I'm assuming created this instrumental. That was a absolutely insane and brilliantly well done introduction.
The funniest part about you and me is that it always came easy. I'll be the villain and you be the hero. You've always wanted to defeat me. Nothing but peace and nothing but love. Yeah, isn't it dreamy? Maybe if I played the game, then someone who cared would finally see me. Why do I drive you mad? I promise I'm not so bad. Just look at the fun we've had. I'm on this ironclad. Don't be sad. I've put a lot of thought into the situation, and the truth is that we are not different. Presence passed out from higher power, and the path leads to eternal omnipotence.
Speaking of insane. Hold on, I want to rewind that all the way to the beginning of that, when the lyrics start, because I wasn't expecting FabvL to just kind of, like, pop off like that. He's got his quieter rap going on, and then all of a sudden he goes into his screams, and then he goes back, and then forward, and then back, and then forward, and I don't remember the last time that we've heard, like, the best way I can describe it is like a bipolar presentation from FabvL. That's the best way I can describe that right there, is that it's calm and then it's not. And then it's calm and then it's not. Like, I don't remember the last time that we've heard him do that. I don't know if he has. I don't know if he genuinely has ever done something like that before, but it was insane.
The funniest part about you and me is that it always came easy. I'll be the villain and you be the hero. You've always wanted to defeat me. Nothing but peace and nothing but love. Yeah, isn't it dreamy? Maybe if I played the game, then someone who cared would finally see me. Why do I drive you mad? I promise I'm not so bad. Just look at the fun we've had. I'm on this ironclad. Don't be sad. I've put a lot of thought into the situation, and the truth is that we are not different. Presence passed out from higher power, and the path leads to eternal omnipotence. Tell me why, when everything they ever told you was a lie, it gets easy to say goodbye, but I don't wanna close my eyes. I'll take what's mine. I stab you in the eye. We stand
Wow. Hold on. That hook. What was his previous Shigaraki rap? I'm forgetting right now. Because I think he did one last year. World I Never Knew. That's okay. Okay, yeah, he did it. He did that with McGuire and Dizzy 8. Oh, never mind. No. I was looking at the mix that YouTube put together. No, it was just FabvL. So that was 2 years ago. Doesn't feel like it's been 2 years ago. That flow felt like it was an extension of World I Never Knew. I'm going to be honest. Like, if you had told me that wasn't directly ripped from World I Never Knew, if you told me that FabvL had just like, that was a scrapped portion of that song and he inserted it here, I would believe you, because that felt very much like the World I Never Knew's vibe for that chorus. That was absolutely insane. Like, and it fit so well with what he was doing before with that bipolar rap style. Like, that was, I already feel exhausted, and we only got through like the first verse and the first part of the chorus. We haven't even gotten to Nem's part. Oh my god, what are we supposed to expect from here?
I'm about to get out, I ain't feeding his ego. Hands on the mouth, I ain't speaking no evil. You keep thinking I am the hero, but you find nothing like dividing by zero. You're just a master manipulator. I done cut off the strings, now I'm vindicated. I just laugh at the fact that you've been a hater. Need to take off your mask and get back all the talents you've emulated. Hold up, somebody get fold up. Holding my chest, there is no love. Couldn't get a hold of me, no love. You ain't not controlling me no more. The power inside will steadily rise when I sever these ties. It's best to be wiser before you die. Let me dead in these eyes and tell me why.
Hold on. What? Nem's part was, it did and it did not have the same bipolar energy as FabvL. It did because the vibe of it, the actual experience of it definitely felt like, okay, yeah, no, this is about someone who is absolutely insane, but the delivery was what didn't sound like the bipolar part, because obviously Nem doesn't scream like FabvL does. Nem just, he does what he does best, which is he just raps, and he raps super well. I've said this before. I said this before in a Nerd Out song that NemRaps did. I can't remember which one it was. It was a while ago, probably about maybe 2.5 years ago. But I said that when people look at nerdcore, they give the praise to individuals like Rustage and FabvL and DPS and like there are a lot of really talented, phenomenal rappers out there. And I feel like NemRaps goes under the radar a little bit because he's easily up there with them. Like, whether or not like he's saying bars or saying lines or verses or choruses or whatever, whether he's doing it with, you know, sophisticated style or more subdued and easy flowing like verse, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether or not it's complex or it's simple. Nem delivers every time. And so the one thing that I will say is that this feels so much more grandiose compared to some of the stuff he's done before because of the production and the instrumental. Like, NemRaps on a mix and master that FabvL has done with a production as crisp and clean as this stands head and shoulders above anything else that you could probably experience him on. 100%. Like, you're not gonna find a song where he sounds like just from the sound quality where he sounds better than a song like this. That's not throwing any shade to Nerd Out whatsoever. They have very, very extremely talented individuals that work over at Nerd Out, and they work really hard to produce consistent content like pretty much every week. But when you put a master engineer like FabvL on your track and you allow him to do what he does best, you're going to sound better than, I feel like, anything else that could be produced outside of like an actual big name company. Like, I know FabvL is used in the past, but FabvL is capable of doing this on his own if he really wants to. And he is, in my opinion, personally, I feel like he is just as good as some of those like actual production companies out there.
I'm about to get out, I ain't feeding his ego. Hands on the mouth, I ain't speaking no evil. You keep thinking I am the hero, but you find nothing like dividing by zero. You're just a master manipulator. I done cut off the strings, now I'm vindicated. I just laugh at the fact that you've been a hater. Need to take off your mask and get back all the talents you've emulated. Hold up, somebody's about to get folded up. Holding my chest, there is no love. Couldn't get a hold of me, no love. You are not controlling me no more. The power inside will steadily rise when I sever these ties. It's best to be wiser before you die. Let me dead in these eyes and tell me why. When everything they ever told you was a lie, it gets easy to say goodbye, but I don't wanna close my eyes. I'll take what's mine. I stab you in the heart, you stab me in the soul, and both of us inherited the thing we can't control. You'll always miss the mark, you'll always want more, but everything amounts to nothing.
That one part where it starts with "you stab me in the heart" and then goes all the way to the end, I don't think the flow is from The World I Never Knew. But there is another FabvL song, and I'm blanking on which one it is. I can't remember off the top of my head which one this reminds me of. But there's another FabvL song where the way that, like, word enunciation and rhyme scheme, the way that that was done, it reminds me of another one. But for the life of me, I can't remember which one it is. I just know it's a FabvL song. And it's not exactly the same. It reminds me of it. It's got a similar vibe and a similar like flow to it. And it's gonna haunt me. It's gonna really haunt me.
I'm not a currency. Better check yourself before you catch a check. You can't check, see? Let's see if you can pass the test. Better call the police. They're gonna have to come and arrest me.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. I really like it when the artists that are on the track start flipping back and forth between their parts on a verse. I really like that. I love how it started off with FabvL and then flipped to Nem.
I'm not a currency. Better check yourself before you catch a check. You can't check, see? Let's see if you can pass the test. Better call the police. They're gonna have to come and arrest me. Keep it tooly in the backhand. Talk to end in peace with the peace I love. It's not luck. I go for the juggernaut. Plus side roll like a juggernaut. One night close, take another shot. Everybody wanna be the best. It's crazy. I stop quick, but what I messy matey. Left nothing but a crater in the ground. Run the vein, throwing punches so fast that the sound is delayed. Ammunition loaded, feel like cup of a veteran. Better than many men coming for your head. I'm a separate. Someone I believe in. You get inundated and fully ventilated. I'm hearing it out and I'm leaving.
Oh my God. What did we just experience? Hold on. I know I'm rewinding it a lot. There's a lot that I want to talk about. Hold on.
I'm not a currency. Better check yourself before you catch a check. You can't check, see? Let's see if you can pass the test. Better call the police. They're gonna have to come and arrest me. Keep it tooly in the backhand. Talk to end in peace with the peace I love. It's not luck. I go for the juggernaut. Plus side roll like a juggernaut. One night close, take another shot. Everybody wanna be the best. It's crazy. I stop quick, but what I messy matey. Left nothing but a crater in the ground. Run the vein, throwing punches so fast that the sound is delayed. Ammunition loaded, feel like cup of a veteran. Better than many men coming for your head. I'm a severin. Never again are you someone I believe in. You get inundated and fully ventilated. I'm hearing it out and I'm leaving.
That was perfect. I wonder how many takes it took for them to do that. Because I can imagine Nem coming to FabvL's recording studio and just like the two of them standing side by side and just going back and forth on this track. I can imagine it, and I can imagine them having a lot of fun, but I just want to know how difficult that wound up being. Like, how many takes did it take to get that level of perfection? Because that's exactly what that was. That was perfection. That is what I'm talking about when I say that I like it, and I wish it happened more often, where the artist would flip back and forth on different lines of the same verse. Like, that is the example that I think from this point on, ever point to whenever I want to say something like that. Right here, that's what it is.
Tell me why, when everything they ever told you was a lie. It gets easy to say goodbye, but I don't wanna close my eyes. I'll take what's mine. I stuck you in the eye, you stabbed me in the soul, and both of us inherited the thing we can't control. You'll always miss the mark, you'll always want more. My everything amounts to nothing.
The fact that we have now gotten 3 out of 4 back to back to back to back My Hero Academia tracks that have all been top of the charts is incredible to me. And then we know for a fact that if All For One is the next one that's coming, if All For One is the next one that that FabvL is doing, that you've got Endeavor, you've got Shigaraki, and you got Dabi that have now built to this epic like climax. Now, whether or not we actually get any more than that, because I can see that like there's a lot of people out there right now that are on their villain arcs. Like, legitimately, that's how I'm describing this. Like, DPS just announced that he's doing another Dabi song, which McGuire hit him up on Twitter and was like, do you need a what do I call someone on a chorus? Which, you know, just inspires me to think of their previous Dabi song, Fallen, which is one of the best ones out there. He, I believe, also teased All For One, and this is Divide's doing, okay? DPS teased a new Darth Vader rap, which he hasn't touched that topic in like 5 or 6 years. Probably longer, actually. I forget when his previous Darth Vader rap came out, but it was like in the early days of his career. So like we've got so many people coming out with like these villain arc songs, and I am here for it, okay? I love the idea of everybody just channeling the demon energy and creating this. But like we've got one more at least from FabvL before he moves on from My Hero Academia. And it's going to be, if I'm right about this, it's going to probably be his best work ever up to this point. But we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, thank you for joining me. I am FabvL, and I will see you in the next video.